Baltimore Ravens taking on the Houston Texans.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Powering his way forward. Still going. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
A first down carry for Henry. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Jackson now. Touchdown! Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here is 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
And this one will be brought back to the 22. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now it's Jackson. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Stroud working out of the gun.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs.
Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs. 75 yards.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Draw play. This is Henry. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And quickly they get to the line. Now Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Oh, Aguilar, what a catch. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
And now out comes Houston.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace.
Taking it right down Broadway.
Inside the 20, Joe Mixon.
Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon,
75 yards.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Jackson now off the bootleg.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry.
40 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 2nd down and 4.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Henry running right. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage.
Well, this has all the makings of a landmark day running the football. He scored 3 times now. We haven't hit the quarter break.
You think back to Alvin Kamara, Christmas Day 2020, 6 touchdowns, which tied Ernie Nevers, the Hall of Famer. He's halfway there already. Some fancy footwork in the early going.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Texans offense set to regain possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. And Stroud now to throw.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. On the return is Sims.
Sheds off the tackle. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Henry out of the pistol. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
The 71 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards. It's a great throw right there, and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one and another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another first and goal. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
On second and goal, here's the option.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession, as they'll see what they can do on third and goal. Throwing is Jackson. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10.
Okay, ready? We got 3.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
96 yards rushing for He has been tough to stop here this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 1. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. You may hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's Jackson. And this is going to be home in by the tight end Andrews. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Henry up the middle. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson.
Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Here's Jackson to throw.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Ravens go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
And here comes the Texans now.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Stroud looking to throw. That one complete. It's Tank Dell.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Throwing now is Stroud.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
On the move past the 40.
And down to the 29-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Here's Stroud. That's caught again by Schultz.
Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, 29 yards.
And the Texans get a bit closer.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The drive summary.
Plays 75 yards. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Jackson marching back onto the field. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line. Jackson.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. Now, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Option right, here's Stroud.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Stroud off the play fake.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Stroud's throw taken in by Collins.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Stroud on 3rd down now.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Spotlight Derrick Henry now. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
And off balance balanced throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Now Jackson. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. Inside handoff, Henry.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 89 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
26 yards.
And the Ravens have got it on cruise control.
And man, Charles, talking about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Tucker with the extra point. And a route is on here in this first half. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them.
There he goes, right side.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Houston.
Takedown.
75 yards.
And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Baltimore Raven offense returns, and we see wide receiver Rashad Bateman bringing him out.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Stroud. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud will look to throw once more.
That's complete. It's Collins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Stroud out of the gun here. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Stroud to throw it. This goes out wide for Mixon. Touchdown! Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as you'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The former Minnesota Golden Gopher Rashad Bateman leading this offense back onto the field.
He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Jackson.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He's found the end zone 4 times on the ground already, as he's put together the kind of performance you dream about as a running back.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stroud will run the option left.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Ravens have got it.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
That's going deep for Bateman. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. That's caught. Oh, what a grab by Bateman. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry from a yard away bowling his way in. And the Ravens add 6 to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Houston's offense taking over again. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Man in motion left. That's Collins. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Stroud. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They keep it with Henry on first down. Some strong running at the 20. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 77 yards. And the Ravens just continue to roll. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Houston set to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This now a 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap to Stroud.
High throw, but the catch is made. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that, and what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Running left, it's Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped.
Under pressure, they got him again.
That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
It got his man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 69 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Henry going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Henry again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry from a yard away bowling his way in. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Got a man. It's Collins complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now it's Mixon running right. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Stroud, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the... Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And this returnable for Sims. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big pickup of 38. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Jackson on 1st down. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for two more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Texans on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, they had a good chance to get off the field defensively there. If they could just wrap up, it's going to be a 4th down. But instead, they can't get him on the deck, and he allows them to pick up the 1st down.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to throw again. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Stroud now on 2nd down.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop it.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Stroud working out of the gun.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Buying time to us, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Adafe Owe picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Another try after the first down sack.
Stroud dumps it off to Mixon.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And they will remain well behind.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play action. Now Jackson.
That's going deep for Bateman. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 48 yards. And the Ravens continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. And Stroud now to throw.
Flush to his right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
2nd and 10. Stroud to throw yet again here. This one left side caught by Collins.
Touchdown, Texans.
Nico Collins.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Fairbairn good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And quickly, they get to the line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Ravens extend their lead yet again.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stroud.
Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Again, it's Stroud.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Adafe Owe able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Stroud looking to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Baltimore Raven offense returns, and we see wide receiver Rashad Bateman bringing him out. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that call now might get the fans back into this one.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Ravens are pouring it on. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your bed.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Houston set to take over. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ballgame.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Throwing again is Stroud. He'll complete this one to Collins. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Stroud now on 1st and 10 to Mixon on the check down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On a slant, here's Collins.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw.
That's going deep for Bateman. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man...
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game